All right, so now that we have all the information that we want on this form, now let's talk about formatting it. So inside of Design View, what I want to show you is how you can actually change what each of these look like in more of a detailed view. You can always go in here and select things like Business Analyst Master Form at the top of the header and go to the Format tab and do all the things that you're pretty familiar with, like changing the background color of here so I can make it be white. But that's, again, the form header has a background of green. So probably wouldn't want to do that. So I'm actually going to go ahead and make it transparent. If you click on the form header, you're going to see that it's got a background color. So let's see if we can adjust that. Yep, we've got these theme colors here. So I can make this be blue. And so when you click on the actual labels up at the top, you can adjust what these look like. Being, different colors. That one's a little too dark. I'm not going to go that far. But you have different options of what you can do. So I can make this one dark. I can make this text be white on top of there. I can also delete. This is supposed to be an image, but I can delete that by clicking delete on my keyboard, which moves this over. I can take this and make it bold. All those different types of things that we've been familiar with. We could center it on the whole page. We can go ahead and expand how wide it is so it's actually centered over everything, or we could just center it over this main data, which that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Lots of different pieces. You can even add background images, but this should be pretty familiar to you. I mean, you've seen the small options, the shape fill, outline, all those kinds of things. What I want to show, though, is how you can really get deeper into formatting these. Because if I click on like business analyst number here and BA number, you can see what becomes available and what doesn't. Like, since this is a number field, it's giving me number options like what I have in Excel. I also have conditional formatting options, which we talked about in the form view. But what's interesting is these quick styles and change shape options are not becoming available, which allow you to really do a lot of different things. In this subform, though, when you're in the table, you could have alternating row colors just like we had inside Excel. But what I want to show is that there's actually, if I select different pieces, like let's say I select BA number, hold shift, and I grab all of these fields at the same time, including comment and picture, I can then see that a lot of things get grayed out because they are all different types of fields. But what I can do is I can go to the design tab and there's a property sheet here. And that will open up over to the right over here. And this is important because you can see, you can actually go to the left of it and expand it out. You can see a lot of options for all of this, right? I can see like how tall it is, if it's transparent, what the padding is, which is how much spacing it has, border width, border color, border style, all of these different pieces that you can then adjust to be however you want them to be. And this is getting really deep into the formatting of all of this. So what I can do is I can actually add different effects too. There's a special effect option here where I can click this drop down menu and I can do like sunken, for instance. And you won't see it very much here, but if you go into form view, you're going to see that now those boxes actually look like they're sunken into the page with a shadow and all those kinds of things. So when we talk about all these different pieces for these fields, you can adjust how they look inside of that property sheet, even if you can't find it on the format tab. And this is important because it's probably going to pop up on the exam. You've also got other tabs up here, but this is everything that I could do to these fields. So I could do, all these different pieces to them and adjust them as needed. So I just wanted to show that because that is an option to be able to change how they work, right? You can then also just format each piece with like a background color, all those pieces. I just wanted to really make sure that you understood that this property sheet is here. All right, so that is our form. That's our overall form. That's a good looking form. I mean, you can cycle through the different people, check out their information, and you've adjusted it and made it in a manual format. You did this from Design View. So that's a good form. Make sure you save it.